the football player that we are definitely talking about, and a lot is happening about Romeo Lavia and his move to the club Liverpool. So, if you're interested in Romeo Lavia and him moving to the club Liverpool, all you need to do is simple: just make it a point to subscribe, ring that notification bell so that every time I come, you can definitely get the latest trade as it comes in. So what's happening with Romeo Lavia? A lot is definitely happening, I must say. Yeah, a lot is happening with Romeo Lavia, and as you already know, that quite a big number of people are interested, and a big number of clubs are interested in Romeo Lavia. He's a big football player, still very young and talented. Definitely, I can see a lot of clubs going for him, but who is definitely in this? Anyway, let's get the party rolling. Let's get the party rolling. Where you watching from? As we are talking about Romeo Lavia and his move to the club Liverpool, as very many clubs, including Manchester City, are wanting his return, and also yet other football clubs also need. I can see somebody in the comment section. I'm a Liverpool supporter. That's Charles Dolly Adventure 3. Thank you for being a Liverpool supporter. Anyway, let's get on. Quite a big number of clubs have been in this fight, and Liverpool looking for the third signing, trying to figure out who's going to be the third signing. Is it going to be Federico Valverde, or is going to be the one and only Romeo Lavia? Who do you think is going to be the third signing? Let us know what you definitely think in the comment section, as we definitely are always happy to bring to you the latest trade as it comes in. So, talking about Romeo Lavia, somebody saying, welcome home, brother. Thank you. That's Ola Zioni. Thank you. Thank you, brother, for being part. Talking about, oh, hello, Dolby. Big up on yourself. Talking about Romeo Lavia, we remember that Romeo Lavia is one of those football players, one of those defensive midfielders that is on hot market. He's a hot cake right about now, with Manchester City trying to keep him, because he was at Manchester City before before he moved to Southampton. In Southampton, let me see. I'm from Lincolnshire, England. Oh, great. Me, I can see, and also somebody saying, hi, Dolby, from Nigeria. And you, anyway, a bit of a chat in the comment section. Anyway, let's talk about the main thing while we're talking about Romeo Lavia, talking about Romeo Lavia's move to the club Liverpool. We remember that Romeo Lavia played at Manchester City, not so? And when he was at Manchester City, he was definitely, he left Manchester City for Southampton. And he's been playing quite well at Southampton. But there is something in that Man City put in the clause. Man City knew he was a big football player and said, if at all Southampton sells the football player, then Manchester City can get 20% of the 20% of the value that he is sold, and that's quite a lot of money. And the fact that right about now he's been valued at £50 million, but £50 million. The question is, which clubs are there to take him at £50 million? Anyway, it's gonna be a bit of a feast between Arsenal, who are very interested in Romeo Lavia, and then Chelsea. Chelsea also very interested in Romeo Lavia, and Liverpool ready to seal the deal. Liverpool are more than ready to seal the deal. Romeo Lavia deal is definitely one that Liverpool is looking forward to sealing, completing. They want a deal done for Romeo Lavia. And Jurgen Klopp is not resting the fact that he's already signed two midfielders. He's definitely looking into signing the third midfielder. First midfielder that was signed was Alexis McAllister from Brighton and Hove. Very good midfielder, must say. Then second midfielder was the football player, was the second one. Second midfielder. Can somebody remind me? This football player has been signed recently. Who's he? Why is he getting out of my head? I can see his photo in my head, but I don't. Somebody remind me. Who is Liverpool's second signing? Somebody remind me. Who's Liverpool's second signing? First was the first signing was. Oh, thank you. Nelson. Nelson has told me it's Dominic. Thank you. Yeah, that was Dominic Szoboszlai. Dominic Szoboszlai also, who's very good. Very good. He's from RB Leipzig, isn't he? Yeah. Then, let's see. Desmond saying, hi guys, I hope you're fine. Glassy Park in Cape Town, South Africa. Thank you, everybody who is taking part in the comment section, as we are definitely talking about Liverpool and Liverpool making the third move with the first signing being the one and only football player from Brighton and Hove, and yet the other one, the second one, first was Alexis McAllister, second one being the Hungarian international football player Dominic Szoboszlai, and then the third one that is in line for finishing a deal, completing the deal, making a deal that is done, sealed, and confirmed in the line is none other than Romeo Lavia. Comment section is definitely on fire right there. You can let us know whom you think. Do you think Federico Valverde? Do you think Liverpool should go for Federico Valverde first, or they should go for Romeo Lavia? Which deal do you want to get done? Which deal do you want get done? Which done deal do you want right about now? Anyway, let's talk about Romeo Lavia as we had prepared, talking about Romeo Lavia. Now, Romeo Lavia, you definitely know that from Manchester City, as I was saying before, moved to Southampton. And for him to move out of Southampton, 20% of the transfer value should definitely be given to Manchester City. However, there is a big fist, but he is a big money football player. £50 million for him. Still very young. He's still a teenager. He's not yet 20. And £50 million could be a bit tricky for some clubs. But the thing is Liverpool ready to splash 60, £50 million? And, you know, the transfers are just beginning. And what always happens with such football players, still young, a lot of clubs see a lot of potential in him. And some clubs definitely have already moved their way out of the transfer, saying the transfer is quite expensive for the football player. But still, other football clubs are saying, no way. Whatever amount of money, we're definitely going into a bidding war. And I can sort of understand why they are saying so. Because for a football player like him, he's one that will improve your squad. Football player of the next generation, you know. So thank you, people who are in the comments section. And let us know what you definitely think in the comment section. You can let us know what you definitely think. You can let us what you definitely think in the comment section about Romeo Lavia and his move. Anyway, Liverpool didn't perform quite well the last season, and Liverpool is trying to make sure that the problems that happened last season do not happen again. And that's why we are seeing very many football players leaving the club Liverpool. After Jurgen Klopp sitting down and calculating and saying there was something wrong last season. There was definitely something wrong. And they sat down. Liverpool definitely sat down and saw there is something that was wrong. It's the football players that are there. We need to ship out these football players that haven't performed quite well and get brand new football players, the likes of Dominic Szoboszlai, the likes of Alexis McAllister, get Romeo Lavia in, get Federico Valverde in. definitely let's wait and see how the coming season is going to be. It's going to be much better. But right about now, remember the transfer season is just in the early stages. Transfer season is in the very early stages. More football players to come. But when it comes to Liverpool, Liverpool always signs and stops. Doesn't have time to get joking saying who is signing for who. Jurgen Klopp doesn't play that cheap politics. That cheap politics is left for Manchester United. What the club Liverpool really does is make sure they get a football player, get a good football player, and if Liverpool wants the football player, they either go for him or they leave him. If Liverpool sees that the football player is going to be a lot more expensive, they do not waste their time. They leave with immediate effect. And the fact that Liverpool has not left the transfer of this football player, Romeo Lavia, definitely that shows you that it's going to be a brilliant one. The club Liverpool is very much into this. Recently, there were links of Kylian Mbappe joining Liverpool. As somebody was asking me, what's the reality about Kylian Mbappe joining Liverpool? I must say, the honest truth, there are no hopes of Kylian Mbappe joining Liverpool right about now. Why do I say so? Because despite the fact that Liverpool were looking into signing Kylian Mbappe, and I was one of those football analysts who said it's very okay and it will be a very brilliant idea for Kylian Mbappe to join Liverpool because Liverpool has not had an experienced, very good football player like him for a long period of time. I know there is Sadio Mane, there has been Mohamed Salah. But when you look at these football players, Mohamed Salah, Sadio Mane, they've been like Sadio Mane has been brought from Southampton. They are all made at Liverpool. Liverpool has not, and I repeat, Liverpool has not bought big names before in a long period of time. It's not. And for some reason, I thought it's going to happen because, it's been a long time before he did it. So if they can land Kylian Mbappe, then that would be something great. And I saw it happening. I predicted that it would happen, that Liverpool would sign Kylian Mbappe. And I wanted him to go to Liverpool, bring a bit of competition in the Premier League. I mean, you can't have Haaland scoring all those number of goals and you do not have a competitor. But what happened is he writes out a statement after writing out a statement telling Paris Saint-Germain that he's not going to extend his contract. Paris Saint-Germain says you can definitely leave right now, but we are slapping a £250 million for you, for whoever wants you. £250 million for Kylian Mbappe is okay because he's a goal scorer. But is the club Liverpool willing to pay that amount of money? And Liverpool has the money, undoubtedly. That's okay. And Liverpool didn't back off when it came to that transfer. And the fact that he didn't back off, Kylian Mbappe comes out and says his wages per week, he needs 4 million. And that was utter rubbish and utter bullshit. That was rubbish. 4 million. What's that? It's quite a lot of money, that 4 million per week, not even per month, which added up to something that is more than 200 million per week. Liverpool was definitely crossed down. But from different sources, it came out that the football player Kylian Mbappe was trying to send a message to Saudi Arabia. If you're really interested in me, pay that amount of money. Pay 200. You're gonna pay me 4 million per week, and I'll come. And that's definitely quite big money. That's quite a lot of money. But that was just a message. That did not rule out the fact. That didn't rule out the fact that Kylian Mbappe is still being looked at by other clubs. The slightest of chances that Kylian Mbappe could end up at Liverpool is there anyway, but very small. Because when you see Kylian Mbappe is still young, why would he go to Saudi Arabia? I mean, Saudi Arabia is a hopeless league. right about now. Honestly, it's a rubbish league. Buying old players. That's not what they need to do. Saudi Arabia, what they need to do for their league, develop homegrown talent and just bring a few football players. But buying Cristiano Ronaldo, buying everybody that wants a move, that does not help. And why would Kylian Mbappe join such a league? Definitely, Kylian Mbappe needs to. He's still young, around 23, 24 years of age. He definitely needs to move to another club, big club, a club like Liverpool, brings competition for him. And I'll be in for that. I'll definitely be happy if he moved to a club like Liverpool. Bring competition in the Premier League. I would be all right. 100% I'll be okay with that. But anyway, that's it. That's why that was the section about Kylian Mbappe, but it's not the main focus today. Our main focus today is none other than the football player, Romeo Lavia, who is set to join the club Liverpool. As Liverpool are more than happy and more than ready to make sure that he can join, as Liverpool are looking forward to seal the deal. However, 50 million is something that is quite a lot. 50 million is something that quite a lot for the football player. And we are definitely going to be seeing the club Liverpool going into negotiations with Southampton about this deal. And anyway, it doesn't matter how much Southampton sells him. Still, it doesn't matter to Man City. Anyway, to some extent, it matters because 20%, the fact that Man City will be taking 20% of that transfer value matters a little bit, but I don't think they are asked. But they wanted him. They wanted him to go and play for them. Anyway, let's wait and see where all this definitely goes. But Romeo Lavia could be the next big thing, and it could be the next football player that is going to be playing for the club, Liverpool. And the question still is, could we say Romeo Lavia getting to the levels of the likes of Sadio Mane? We're not talking about the positions they play, but we're talking about the professionalism and talent. Because right about now, he's a little bit lacking. But once he gets in a proper club like Liverpool, he's gonna have the expertise. He's gonna build up experience, and also the fact that he's surrounded by very good football players, a collection of wonderful and talented, most talented football players in the world, then he's definitely going to be a hot cake. And we could see if Liverpool are to sell him, they would be selling him for way too much, loads, because they will have grown him. But for some reason, loads of clubs see big, big interest in him, in the football player. Lots of clubs want him. Manchester City trying to make sure that he can go back. You can see why Liverpool are saying we need you. Chelsea saying they need him, and Arsenal saying that they are going to put in an official bid for Romeo Lavia, another bid for Romeo Lavia, because they've had a few bids rejected. His intentions are not moving to any other club apart from Liverpool. He wants Liverpool. He's chosen Liverpool. But you know what happens even if you want a club? The club that is going to pay that amount of money definitely is the one that is going to get you. Even if you like Liverpool with all your blood, and Liverpool is not in a position of paying the amount of money that is needed, then it's just a waste of time. It's just a waste of time then. Anyway, let's wait and see how it definitely will go. But by the look of things, Liverpool is going to be having the football player Romeo Lavia. And Romeo Lavia is very excited about playing for Liverpool because he came out and said he is into a move away from Southampton and he would like a new experience. And the fact that Liverpool are in the Premier League, though they do not have Champions League football, that's a story for another day. Uh, it's a big club, big time. Liverpool is a big club. You can't compare it with Southampton. And the fact that Southampton is now out of the Premier League, they're into relegation. He's been playing for the EFL. Now we can consider it EFL Championship. He's been playing for the EFL Championship club Southampton. He does not want to go to EFL Championship. He just wants to make sure that he can stay in the Premier League. And 100% I'm sure he's going to stay in the Premier League and his goal is going to be achieved. But which club is the question? As quite a number of clubs are interested in him, but Liverpool are the #1 club that are the favorites in this transfer. With him definitely saying that he is ready to make a move, and that shows you that it's gonna be a brilliant one. It's going to be a very good one. Thank you for being part of the Liverpool chapter, and please subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you do not miss out on whatever we've got to bring to you. With me, your very host, Abu Gals. Thank you and goodbye for now.